Hello, hello. I am here. I am live. Where is my chat screen? Nee. And I'm already back with more Ace Attorney today. More Ace Attorney. I'm excited for that. Oy. Not only that, I'm hoping this case I can eventually get done and whatnot. So far, there's been a lot going on that's happened in this darn freaking case. Oh my god. There has been so much that has been happening in this case. Already. Oh boy. But, yes, it is time. To just get on in there. Get on in there. Because I think last time I saved, it was this. Yeah, here it is. Found my spot. Found it. Goodness me, so. Hopefully this will... I'm trying my best. I'll try my best with my voices, but if it sounds off, I do apologize. So, that all being said... Dude, I can't believe that Adrian! No way! Now Cool Link elected Adrian Andrews. She's your manager. It would have been very easy for her to pull this off. The only person who has easy access to the knife you'd use at dinner was, well, her. I mean, duh, that makes kind of sense. Golly. People coming in, welcome on in. Hope you are doing well. Hope you guys are excited for more of this case, and hopefully if I can finish it, I can move on to the next case and everything else in the, well, the game series, but... So there is that. So, after the ceremony during the break, huh? I was even like a log the entire time. See, she could have also easily planted that blood cover button in your Hakama. Because she was the one that came to wake me up. Then, dude, you're saying it really was her? Yes, she really is she is the real killer. She's the one who murdered Juan Corrida. But why? I thought she was buds with Juan. She has her own agenda. My god. They're still thinking it, so they're thinking it's Adrian Andrews that did it. Right now. Her own agenda? What are you talking about? Oh, I hope your recovery goes well. I hope that your surgery went well to fix whatever problem they needed. Goodness me. I'm sure you'll see by the time this trial's over. It'll be alright. I'll get you acquitted by the end of today. Get me a verdict that's refreshing like a spring breeze. Okay, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Phoenix, you think her motive is related to Select's Empire's missing game over note, right? Oh god. Is it gonna show that imagery? Is it gonna show that scene again? Because I'm betting it's gonna show that imagery. It's gonna show that scene again. I'm betting it. Eventually. Yes. Goodness. Miss Andrews depends on Miss Impax as her strength, as a reason to live. Well, she did, and now she has... Oh god, I'm betting it's gonna show the imagery of it, so hold on. Hold on. Yep, I knew it, that's why I just switched it. But then Miss Impact suddenly game over herself. It sounds like she left a note, and the person thought to have hidden it. Just real quick to do that. Oh goodness. Is Juan Corrida the victim of this murder? And that's why I think that Miss Andrews got close to Mr. Corrida. All to get that game over note back. That sounds plausible. But one thing bothers me. What? Who was it that first told us about their relationship? Better stated, Miss Andrews' dependency issue with regards to Miss Impax. That was Miles. If I remember correct, Miles was the one that told us, kind of, in a way. It was Edgeworth. It looks like he's still the one in command of this ship. Don't let your guard down yet. Oh god, I forgot about that. Yeah, Miles is the one that told us. Oh my god. I almost forgot about that for a second. Okay, to 25 p.m. court number 3. My goodness. Court will now reconvene. Now then, Mr. Edgeworth, if you please. Messing up there. Sorry. The prosecution calls the witness subpoenaed by this court. Miss Adrian Andrews, the person who discovered the crime in Mr. Juan's Corrida's room. Hopefully. What is your occupation? I am the manager of defendant in this case, Mr. Matt on guard. I see. Now then. Before we begin, Your Honor, I have one request. Yes, sir. What is it? I'm sure everyone in this room is wondering the same thing. And who would love to find out more about my relationship with the victim. And after all, it was the topic of a certain weekly magazine recently. No, I have no idea what you mean. I've never even heard of Gossip Land. If the judge wasn't ever a prosecution witness, he'd do all my work for me. Anyway, I was wondering if you could please tell us about your relation to the victim. Yes, I was seeing Mr. Corrida. I was also aware of the rivalry that existed between Matt and Juan. But this was a private matter between Juan and myself. So it was a fry and bait matter, or was it bait and fry? Remind me of fishing. But I didn't kill him. No one is accusing you of that. Oh! That must have not been fun to deal with. Dang! Oh god. Dang, that must have not been fun to deal with. Goodness me. Goodness. Well, I hope that helps. I hope it gets well and better and helps. Goodness me. I think there's someone who would beg to differ. Oh god, this one's going to. I think we all understand your relationship with the victim now, Miss Andrews. Very well then, witness. Please testify to the court. About what happened when you discovered the murder that had taken place. Sorry if I'm yawning. Sorry for randomly yawning. Ooh, I hope the checkup goes well. So, goodness me. When I found the body, excuse me. It was time for the show to start, so I went to get Matt from his room. After that, I went to Juan's room. And there was his dead body. I was in shock. Doggo was just growling because people going by our house. Maybe or something. What I saw was naturally the exact same scene as in the crime scene photo. I felt as though I was about to faint, so I poured myself a glass of juice. Bleep. Oh god. I probably sound weird out loud, not in headphones. You poured yourself a glass of juice? Yes. Sadly, I didn't remember not to touch things at the scene of a crime. And I did disturb the crime scene by moving this one thing. Then that is when the fingerprints on the wine glass were made, Your Honor. I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. Phoenix? She's one cool and collected customer, and she has the brains to match. Oh god, I hope so too. Oh god. Yes, I know. In order to catch a person like her, you have to avoid head-on confrontations. You should disrupt her pacing. Okay. Disrupt her pacing? She's the type of woman who is easily thrown off by things inconsistent with her thinking. So you have to attack when she least expects it. The instant you let up on your offense is the instant this trial is over. Understand? When I found the body. Matt's room. Let's see. Okay, so she was in shock, but let's see what happens with this. You were in shock? What? Was I not supposed to be? Miss Andrews is a very calculating person. And despite how close they were, I doubt she had romantic feelings for Mr. Kurita. Anyone randomly stumbling upon a dead body would be in shock. And you can't seriously expect that a young beauty like her would not be shocked. So now I don't think beauty has anything to do with being shocked or not. I see. Saw the scene. Why would you feel yourself to pour a glass? Especially juice. It makes weird sense to me. Juice? Yes, there was a bottle of tomato juice on the table, so I helped myself. But you didn't drink any of it, did you? Uh-huh. There were no lip marks left on the wine glass to suggest that anyone drank from it. I wasn't feeling terribly great, so I set the glass down without drinking it. Miss Andrews, I would like to confirm with you one more time. When you discovered the dead body of Juan Kurita, you were in great shock. And that's when you poured yourself the glass of juice, correct? It's really good. It's amazing. I like this game. I have just been having fun since I've been playing it. My goodness. My god. Goodness. And what of it? My mind really was a complete blank at the time. Your mind was a complete blank? I didn't think that was possible for you. Aren't you rude today? I was so dazed that I made one careless mistake. That one thing. What one thing? Never mind. It's no big deal. What was she starting to say just now? Oh, goodness. So she said her mind was blank and then she made one mistake. So I think it would be best to kind of maybe press her further about that. That is just... Alright. Let me try pressing her further. Let's see. Miss Andrews? I'm convinced that, as you said, you made a mistake at the scene of the crime. What I really want to know is what this mistake was. Actually, so would I. Oh, God. We'll see. I'm sorry. It's just kind of embarrassing. When I set the glass down on the dresser, I accidentally knocked the flower vase over. Flower vase? The flower vase? Are you talking about the one on the floor in the crime scene photo? Oh my God. No, he's prosecuting this case. He's not the one that killed. So, this mess of a glass shards. It was originally on top in the dresser, but when I bumped into it with my elbow, it fell onto the guitar case. Oh, so that makes sense why the case on the top was covered with water. Why did you withhold such an important piece of information? I'm sorry. I thought that since the crime scene was already in disarray, that people would simply assume the vase was just another part of this mess. Ooh-wee. I did watch both the anime and I'm playing the game, but I'm still going in blind. It looks like yet another fact has come to light here. Please add this and anything else you have to reveal to your testimony. I'm sorry, but I have nothing more to add. I didn't touch anything else. So we know it fell onto... I know that we found the guitar case and it was wet. We know that. Right here. Empty. There was water. Goodness. So I think I should present. Maybe this? Objection! Let's try presenting this. Goodness me. You testified that you knocked the flower vase over. Is this correct? Yes. Yes. And are you sure it fell onto the guitar case? Is there some problem with what I said? Goodness. It's not some problem, it's a major problem. I mean, it do be looking sus. It's true that the top of the guitar case was wet with water. However, that's exactly what is so strange. Miss Andrews, you testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case. However, if that were true, the case should have gone wet on the inside, not the outside. Ooh, yes. Heck yes! That's very true. Furthermore, there was one other strange thing about this guitar case.
And what is that? Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. The remains of the vase are scattered on the floor. And what is wrong with that? If the guitar case was open when the vase fell, the glass shard should be inside, not outside the case.
True!
What is your point, right? That case was closed at the time the vase was knocked over. Is that all?
Objection!
No, think back to what Miss Andrews testified to. She said then the vase, she didn't touch anything else. Yes, that is right. She didn't play. Lest I say she didn't touch the guitar case.
Objection!
Goodness me. Goodness.
But this whole matter with the guitar case is a dead end. The bright red guitar was found at the studio. It has no bearing on this case at all. That may very well be, but however,
The empty guitar case does seem to have no relationship to this case, doesn't it? Oh god, Phoenix. Goodness me.
It seems that there is no deeper meaning to the guitar case. Well, Mr. Wright, do you think we need to hear more details about the guitar case?
Okay, so make her testify, let her be. There might be something she might have to testify. I'm believing this.
Heck yeah, the courtroom battles are heating up. The empty guitar case. I believe this is a crucial piece of the puzzle. I can't believe anyone would reach for straws like this, but it is you.
Can't believe I'm doing this either.
Alright, I'll follow along, for now. Miss Andrews, please testify to the court about the guitar case. Yes, Your Honor.
Let's see. The guitar case?
I don't remember too clearly because I was a bit dazed. I suppose I must have opened the guitar case after I knocked the vase over. It's not a big deal though, right? The case was empty, after all. As for why I opened the case, even I don't know. It looks like this really wasn't a very important point. This was wastefulness. Wastefulness is such a familiar feeling by now that it's almost comforting. Anyway, I'll just go ahead and start the cross-examination. Using any way to change the topic, a convenient escape for a weak man.
Edgeworth. Please, man. We're on... Maya's life is on the line here, man. We're trying to rescue her. We're trying to rescue her. Give us a break, Edgeworth. Gosh darn it. What am I supposed to do? Okay, so she says she doesn't remember it clearly because she was a bit dazed. Okay, so... No, there's more. There's a lot more to this. But then her fingerprints would have been on it, but her Karita's is on it. Her Karita's fingerprints are on it instead.
Objection!
So no way.
There is no way you were the one who opened the guitar case. Why would you say that? It's elementary, my dear. Because the only fingerprints on this guitar case are those of the victim. What is it? What is it, Miss Andrews? You shouldn't assume that I must have left prints just because I touched the case.
Golly. What now?
What do you mean? What if I were to tell you that I was wearing gloves at the time?
Gloves? But why would you be wearing gloves at the time?
It was the night of the awards ceremony. So of course I dress up for the occasion. Yes, now I remember. I almost sure I was wearing a pair of thin gloves.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, it seems the witness was wearing gloves at the scene of the crime. There is something strange, my dude. There is something strange because if her fingerprints are on the glass, then if she was wearing gloves, they wouldn't appear. My god, there is something strange. My dude. Why? Like, I am literally, what the heck? You were wearing gloves? Isn't that a little strange?
Why is that strange? Do you have something that would prove I was not wearing the gloves at the time?
Gosh darn. The Andrew's prints. Your prints were on the wine glass if you weren't. It wouldn't be on this cup if you weren't wearing gloves, girl. Golly. I have your proof right here. This wine glass.
The wine glass?
You left your fingerprints very clearly on this wine glass. Even if you took your gloves off when you poured yourself this glass of juice, wouldn't you think it was just a little strange that you put your gloves back on just to open the guitar case? Oh, heck yeah. Oh, her glasses came off and she put them back on? That's an interesting little thing. Order.
Looks like you've hit the nail on the head this time.
What do you mean?
I believe that guitar case plays a very important role here.
But it's just an empty case.
I wonder if it really was empty, though.
But the guitar. The bright red guitar was at the studio.
Phoenix, drop all of your presumptions. What was in the guitar case was not the bright red guitar.
You don't mean it was a bright white guitar? Wait, that's not right either. Phoenix. I admit it would be unnatural for someone to do that. So the witness was not wearing gloves, despite the fact that it's on the case. Oh my god. Your Honor, this is obviously the defense's usual misdirection tactic at work. Steer the court towards an unrelated topic, and lure us into all this misguided...
Objection!
Oh god. No, Your Honor. Please recall that Miss Andrews had testified that the vase fell onto the guitar case, which means that the case was close when the crime took place. However, it is wide open in this photo of the crime scene. I'm sure this guitar case has some relation to the murder.
Objection!
Ooh, these guys are going at it. If you are so sure, right? Then I'm sure you can somehow sustain your outrageous claims, correct? Please, enlighten us as to why the guitar case has any at all to do with this murder. Can you do that, Mr. Wright? Well... Let's suppose for a second that the bright red guitar was not the only thing that could have been in the case. The bright red guitar not being the only thing. You don't mean to suggest that the bright black... Oh god, he was gonna do it too. So, you intend to push your theory that the case was not empty? Is that it? Right. I wouldn't say something I didn't intend to prove. Deflect that head of yours. You haven't proven anything yet. Now then, let's have it. What was inside this case at the time of the murder? Okay, so we have to... Okay, let's see. I mean... Okay, so... Let me see what this is. Maybe... Okay, so that's this. Would it be something in the photo? Maybe it's something in this photo. Let me try this. I have no idea if this is true, but I'm going with it. This is a photograph. Yes, but what is important is what is in that picture, Your Honor. In this picture? It doesn't take a genius to see what I mean. What I'm proposing is... Inside the guitar case was the Nickel Samurai, the hero's very own costume. How would that even get fit into a guitar case? What? Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Right. Are you saying that the witness opened the guitar case to take out a costume? What insane point would there be to be doing something like that? That insane point would be to wear the costume, of course. And, Miss Andrews put it on to hide her identity so she could make her escape. After all, you couldn't let anyone see you leave, could you, Miss Andrews? I refuse to accept your theory. Do you have anything to support such a preposterous idea? Just outside the door was an investigative photographer who was starving for a big scoop. And in the end, she managed to get this shot, correct? You mean this photo? Oh goodness. My lord. Order! Order! It looks like we've wandered into quite another mess again, haven't we? Nice job, Phoenix. Well, you know my strategy. Speak first, think later. So the real murderer was hiding inside a costume.
Objection!
Oh goodness. But wait 1 second, Your Honor. The Nickel Samurai's costume would have been Mr. Matt Onguard's. Why would something of the defendant be in the victim's room? And inside the guitar case, of all places. True. That is a little baffling. Mr. Wright, the court would like to hear your thoughts. What was this Nickel Samurai costume doing inside the guitar case? Okay, so it was stolen from Onguard. It was a spare costume. Who knows? Maybe if Matt was already wearing his costume, this could be a spare because if anything. Mr. Onguard did not take his costume off during the break period. In that case, the costume we were talking about was a spare one. What? Then, are you saying that on the night of the murder, there were 2 Nickel Samurai costumes at the Gateway Hotel? Oh my god. My god, yeah, I can kind of see that. I can see that! Yes, that is what I'm saying. And how do you explain the costume that was inside the guitar case? It would mean that the victim himself had brought the spare to the ceremony on purpose. Oh, right. Didn't, the Nickel Samurai said he was gonna have there was like a press conference thing or whatever. If I'm right, Juan was probably gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai for something. That would make sense then, right? Wouldn't that make sense? Right? But why? The victim, Mr. Kurita, was the Shaman Ninja. Why would he secretly bring the Nickel Samurai spare costume with him? What could be the reason behind such a peculiar act? And there lies the sticking point.
Objection!
What are you mumbling to yourself about now? Have you just been rambling all this time without any sense of inner monologue? Oh my god, Miles. Huh? No, Just alright, please explain yourself. Why do you think the victim had the Nickel Samurai Spare costume?
Phoenix, are you sure you can explain this one? Think carefully before you answer, and then the answer with gusto. I believe in you.
Alright, this is what I think. The reason the victim brought the Nickel Samurai Spare the conference, that's what I was thinking, because let's do with that. What is this? On the night of the murder, after the stage show, the Nickel Samurai was going to hold a special press conference. There it is. The press conference! Yes, the Nickel Samurai was supposed to confess something at this conference. I heard about this as well. For once, you're not making something up, right? But what struck me as strange was that Mr. Engard himself said he had no idea he was supposed to be holding a press conference that night. But how can that be? The way I see it, that can mean only one thing. The conference was set up by none other than the victim, Mr. Juan Carita himself. Woo! The victim? Yes. The spare Nickel Samurai costume was prepared for that very conference. Whoopsie. I'm reading too fast. Miss Carita was going to hold that press conference as the Nickel Samurai. He was going to dress up as the Nickel Samurai and hold a conference? But why would the victim do such a thing? That's something I don't quite know yet. However, what I'm concerned with right now is what he intended to reveal at that conference. It's getting spicy! Whee! The Nickel Samurai was going to confess something. And by confessed, I wager he was going to reveal something about himself. Which means that Juan Carita's, posing as the Nickel Samurai, was going to speak about Matt Engard. Ooh. Yes, I guess that is what it would mean. But is that the case? That's not a confession. That's public disclosure. Miss Andrews.
I can see why you are pros at what you do.
Pardon me?
Yes, just as you say. The press conference was set up by Juan.
Why do you know this? Why are you saying? Miss Andrews, please offer us an explanation for this.
I was the one he asked to help set it up.
Andrews, why didn't you mention this?
Golly. And the person who prepared the second costume for him, that was also me.
You...
Juan had bet everything on the Jam and Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway.
He was going to ruin him?
It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed.
What?
Oh, Lord.
And do you know what this secret of Mr. Engard is, Mr. Andrews?
That's something only Juan knew. I don't know what it is.
Ah, I see.
I've probably been coming off quite suspicious to everyone. But that's to be expected.
Oop.
I've been trying to protect Matt, after all.
Protect Mr. Engard? I mean, she is his manager, but why? Even if it's not in a case of she's not his manager, why though, is my question.
And yet again, another strange bit of truth comes to light, it seems. Miss Andrews, if you could, please tell us the truth about your behavior. Yes, Your Honor. I understand. Protecting Matt. Ooh-wee. From the moment I saw the crime scene, I had a feeling that Matt was the murderer. Matt had to kill Juan no matter what. And he didn't have an alibi for what he was doing at the time of the murder. My thoughts were confirmed by the evidence, of course. The button, the knife. But I'm Matt's manager, so I felt that I had to protect him. This does account for everything. Well, I am the logical type. Okay. We're finally seeing her true self. She is more nervous than a scared rabbit. If the defense can find no fault with this testimony, I am ready to make my ruling. Please keep that in mind as you cross-examine Mr. Wright. Looks like somehow everything has swung to the opposite end of the scale again. That just means I have to put my weight into this and turn her logic upside down. Okay, so let's see. Okay. What knife? How does she know about the knife is my question.
Hold it!
Let's see, let's try that, maybe. You can hardly call the knife decisive evidence. The fingerprints on the knife could very well be a clever camouflage. Then, what about the button? The button? It's clear from the crime scene that the victim and his murderer fought. And during the fight, the killer ripped the button from the gem ninja costume. You're talking about this button, correct? That button was found in the pleats of Matt's hakama. Isn't that correct? I would think that makes it very decisive evidence. Looks like you were out box again, Mr. Wright. Anyway, the knife doesn't prove a thing. Please fix your testimony. I can't stand the sight of a man who can't gracefully accept his defeat. Thank goodness Mia can still look at me. With an icy stare, yes. Miss Andrews, for Mr. Wright's sake, please add this information to your testimony. Oh my god, yeah, he kinda got roasted there. Yay, she's getting... I feel bad. Phoenix is just getting roasted. The button was torn off during the fight with Matt. Hold on. Hold on, something seems a bit odd. Time to... Yeah, this doesn't make any sense.
Objection!
This does not make any sense. This is the victim's autopsy report. It clearly states that the cause of death was that... Oh yeah. Stop with the... by strangulation by a scarf. Strangulation? The knife stabbed to the victim was done after the victim had already died. And what does that mean? Let's examine the evidence. This button has the victim's blood on it, which would mean that it was ripped off the costume when? After the knife was stabbed into the victim. Exactly, which means... Oop. It is impossible that this button was torn off during the victim's final struggle. Because the victim was, yeah, strangled to death in that fight. That's right, Miss Andrews. There is no way this button was ripped off during the struggle. This button was conclusively pulled off the victim's already dead body. Excuse me, messing up.
Oh, goodness me.
Objection!
I didn't get to read that because speed fast.
What is the meaning of this? Right. So what if the button was turn off the body after the victim had already died? What does that change? Let me ask you one simple question, Mr. Edgeworth. Why was the button torn off? What purpose did that serve? What purpose? We now know this button was not torn off during the fight. So, the murderer took the time and effort to purposely rip this from the victim's body. That would mean that the murderer had something in mind, wouldn't it? Mr. Wright, does this mean you know what the murderer wanted to do with this button? What is it?
To have a memento of the crime, to pin the crime. I think it was more like to pin our crime on guard. Because we are trying to get him acquitted but still. This case has been crazy so far. Just from what we've found and everything.
There is only one logical reason for doing something like that. It was to pin the crime on Mr. On Guard. There is no way anyone would put a bloodied bun in their own pants. That's right, Mr. On Guard was set up. By the real killer, of course.
Ooh-wee.
And the real murderer is... Well, Mr. Wright, who in the world is the real killer then?
Finally. I can't believe I managed to bring this trial all the way up to this point.
Phoenix, you can't let your guard down yet. Not until the very end.
The real killer, the person who planned to frame Mr. On Guard, is...
Oh lord, let's look at the profiles.
Could we just do On Guard's manager? I mean, because that's the only thing we can do at the moment. So let's do his manager. Let's do it. I mean, it might be.
Miss Adrienne Andrews, I choose you. You are Mr. Kurita's killer.
When I see that I choose you, it reminds me so much of Pokemon. He's like, I choose you, but in Pokemon style. For some reason, I don't know why.
But what?
Oh, her glasses broke. My God. Goodness.
My goodness. Order! 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 Mr. Wright, this is a very grave matter. Do you have any evidence that supports your charge? Any evidence? All the evidence points to Miss Andrews. How preposterous. You can't stick any of that on me.
Yeah, glasses go and broke again. Now they're back on now, for some reason.
I can't, can I? Would you care to test me? Then what about this knife?
I don't mind if it... I love the references sometimes they put in this game. I like some of them, they're funny.
The knife was used to stab the victim after he had already been strangled to death. It was used to throw suspicion onto Mr. On Guard, naturally. A knife covered in the defendant's fingerprints could only be taken from his room. And the only one who had dinner with him and knew which knife to take was you.
Oh. I like how she breaks her glasses and then she just puts a new pair on afterwards. My God.
Then... What? What about the button that was found in Matt's Hakama?
Excuse me, I'm messing up. Why did I say Mr. for no reason?
This button was removed from the victim's body after he had already died. The only person who could have done so were the person who found his body or the killer. However, if Mr. On Guard was the real killer, there was no way he would have put such incriminating evidence in his own Hakama.
I keep keeps breaking and she puts them back on. Oh my god. The only person who could have put this button into Mr. Onguard's Hakama is the person who went to wake him from his nap, which is you, yet again, Miss Andrews. Oh, I see. What about the empty guitar case? That is also another piece of evidence that incriminates Miss Andrews. Oh, because she put it on. That costume was used to hide the real killer's identity as they fled the crime scene. That makes sense why the pants were so looking weird in the photo when Lotta took a photo of it. She was wearing it. So that's what Old Bag was seeing. Okay. Goodness. Now, who could have known that there was such a costume inside the guitar case? It could have only been the person who prepared the costume for the victim. And that person is you, Miss Adrian Andrews.
No,
Objection!
Oh, she's got tears in her eyes and stuff. But Miss Andrews' fingerprints were nowhere to be found on the guitar case. And it was you who proved that. She was not wearing gloves at the time. That's right. Maybe. That's because she did not intend on leaving any prints. If anyone had found out that she had touched the case, they would have asked her why. So to avoid leaving any prints, she used a towel or something else to open it. But the glass of tomato juice is a different story. Miss Andrews purposely left her fingerprints on the glass to show that yes, indeed. She was the classic dazed discoverer of a dead body. And to top it all off, there is this photo. A photo of the killer as they exited the scene of the crime. No reasonable person on Earth cannot believe this Nickel Samurai is Mr. On Guard. It's more like 4 or 5 broken pairs of glasses by now. He would be much too short for his own costume if it was him. Speaking of how tall people are, Miss Andrews, you're also kind of short in stature, are you not? I feel like I understand her being short. I'm a short person myself, man. Come on, Phoenix, I'm also short. It would have done the same thing to me.
please stop.
Well, how about it, Miss Andrews?
I got her this time.
Miss Andrews!
I refuse to testify.
Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it would, if I was in her situation, it would be the same thing how I would, if I was ending up putting in that costume, because that would be it would be even shorter on me, because I'm probably a super short, in a way. Because I am literally under 5 foot, and I hate that for myself. What was that?
There's a law. It says I can't be forced to testify about something if it can incriminate me.
Oh god. Well, yes. You are absolutely correct, Miss Andrews. The law does provide us with a way to avoid self-incrimination. By allowing the witness to not testify, the testimony can cause damage to themselves. What? Pleading the fifth is not something most people would think to do on the spot. Actually, thinking back to yesterday in Mr. Onguard's room... Oh, Von Karma, I remember now, I see.
Adrian Andrews? Yes. Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood? Alright.
That's it. That's when Francisca planted this idea into her head. She must have told Miss Andrews to not testify if things looked bad. You did a good job proving everything up to this point, Phoenix. But there's still one thing you haven't done. Something I haven't done?
What's wrong, right? Are you finished already? Run out of evidence?
She's always sneaky.
What is so humorous, Mr. Edgeworth? Now, I'm sure you realize this as well, Your Honor. But everything the good lawyer up here has proven up to this point is meaningless. What? Everything you have proven is circumstantial. Circumstantial? Yes, circumstantial. You have yet to prove a single piece of definitive proof. Proof that Miss Andrews did, in fact, harbor a wish to murder Mr. Kurita. Oh, God. Miss Andrews, you did want to kill Mr. Kurita? I believe that may lead me to incriminate myself, so I will abstain from answering. But Miss Andrews, if you do that, it would be the same as admitting your guilt, don't you think? Maybe so, or maybe not. There is nothing to prove it either way. Besides, you don't even know what crime I've been guilty of due to my silence.
No, she's taking that definitive attitude again.
Mia, what should we do? Somehow, we've landed in the worst possible situation.
Come on. Man.
I think we've reached a certain conclusion this point in time. Miss Adrian Andrews has refused to testify. And the defense, the theory that she is the actual murderer, has not been fully sustained with solid definitive proof. But that's not true. In this situation, there is only one thing this court can do, and that is to declare a recess. Recess? I request that both the prosecution and the defense looks further into this matter. And at tomorrow's trial.
Tomorrow? No, we were supposed to get acquittal today. We were supposed to get one today. We don't have a tomorrow. If we don't get a not guilty verdict today, then...
Please wait, Your Honor. That's not necessary. The trial. Please continue the trial. What are you sweating for? Your client is getting one more day to live, isn't he? That's not it. There's nothing about that. Edgeworth, I know you know who the real killer is. Please, let the trial continue. If I don't get the verdict, then Maya... But it isn't possible to continue as long as the witness refused to testify. Now that this court is...
Miles?
It is not important for this trial to continue. It's not impossible for this trial to continue.
Miles, please, for the savior again. Please.
Mr. Edger, what are you? It's true, Miss Andrews holds the right against self-incrimination. However, if the topic of conversation was something unrelated to whatever she may be guilty of, then she has no right to withhold testimony. Yes, this is very true, but... Actually, there is one little thing that I'm curious about. Miss Andrews? When you found the victim's dead body, you poured yourself a glass of juice. Yes, and? I can't help but think how unnatural that is. Unusual when one finds a body, they are shaken up, not stirring a glass of juice.
I was thinking the same thing, Miles. No one would pour themselves a freaking glass of juice if they're shaken up by a body. What the frick?
So my actions were unusual, but I've already... Before you speak, I want to state that if you have a reason behind your actions, I would like you to testify to that effect. Testify? Your Honor, I would like to request that the witness testify again as to what happened when she first discovered the victim's body. Whatever we find out in this testimony should in no way implicate the witness. I don't know what it is about Edgeworth today, but I can't get a good read off him. Is he friend or foe? I just don't know.
Oui. The court acknowledges the prosecution's request. Miss Andrew, if you please.
Please be helpful. That glass of juice, I didn't really pour it for myself. I was surprised when I walked into the room and saw it in that messy state. And Juan, he was sitting slumped over and tired looking in the corner. When I saw him sitting like that, the thought that he was dead didn't cross my mind.
Classic. No one would have... It wouldn't cross anyone's mind at first if you don't immediately think he's... Unless he's not moving, but... Meh.
To be honest, I thought he had just fainted or something. So I went to pour himself some juice. When I realized that he was dead, that's when I knocked the flower vase over.
So you poured that glass of juice for the victim? Why didn't you say so in your earlier testimony?
I didn't think I needed to include something so trivial.
Ooh-wee. Oh, just popped my arm there.
Phoenix, please be careful here. If you can't find anything wrong with this testimony, then there's nothing left.
I know. Edgeworth, what the heck is going on in that brain of yours? Now then, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Thank you, Judge.
When I found the body again. Okay. So she... Okay, the way this is going, I'm trying to see what would work. So if she didn't originally pour that juice for herself and thought it was for the victim... I'm also wanting to know what that card is she keeps playing with is around. Let me see. Let me look at the... Isn't there something with a crime scene photo? Maybe? Let me relook at it. Maybe this might be what we use to present to her, because I feel like that might be what could be possible. Let's try it.
So you honestly didn't think he was dead when you found him? No, not at all. Even though this is what you saw when you discovered the body?
Nah.
What is the meaning of this? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? There is a knife sticking straight out of Mr. Kurita's chest. Anyone who saw the scene would have immediately thought here was a dead man. Well, you see... I doubt a single person in the world would mistaken this for someone who fainted. And then so nonchalantly go pour something to drink. Your point is... Miss Andrews, your testimony just now, it was all one giant lie. And your lie has proven one thing very clearly. That you are the real killer. No!
That's a long no, I can't even do that.
It looks like the defense has somehow brought the ugly truth to light. The defendant, Mr. Maton God, is not guilty after all. But that's impossible. You're wrong. Miss Andrews, try to have some composure. It wasn't me. It wasn't me, I tell you. It was Matt. I swear it. He's the one who killed Juan.
But you were the one who refused to testify. And your reason for not doing so was that you might end up incriminating yourself.
That's because...
Miss Andrews, I will give you one last chance. What exactly are you hiding that may incriminate you?
I refuse to testify.
Again. And there is no need for this court to continue any further. Mr. Matt God's innocence has been clearly demonstrated. Is it over? Have we found the truth at last?
What's wrong, Phoenix?
Unusually the real killer confesses his or her guilt. And now that I think about it, this is the first time someone hasn't. Now then, I would like to hand down my verdict for Mr. Matt on guard.
Objection!
Miles! What now? Your Honor. The prosecution feels that it would be permanent to pass down a verdict at this time. What? The reason is quite simple. This witness has yet to speak the absolute real truth. The absolute real truth? What are you... Witness, don't you understand yet?
Huh?
I don't know who planted this silly idea in your head. But as long as you protect yourself through your silence, Matt Engard will go free, and in his place, you will become the guilty party.
That's a lie. I don't believe you.
What?
I was told if I spoke, then it would be all over, and Matt would never be declared guilty.
What in the world is she talking about? Has she lost it?
I can't speak about it. I'm too scared.
It's Franziska von Karma. Gosh darn it, Franziska! Huh?
Don't you remember, Phoenix?
Miss Andrews lives by gripping tightly onto the words of another. Because she doesn't have the strength to believe in herself. Then, right now, Miss Andrews is... Is she holding on to frickin' Franziska's... Oh my god. Yesterday, she was tossed a lifesaver by Miss Von Karma. Don't say a word, no matter what happens. If you do, Matt Engard will be acquitted. Miss Andrews undeniably believes in those words right now, and is clinging onto them. What should we do? This is the first time I've ever come across anything like this. My god, this case. But Miss Andrews has to be the killer, right? All we have to do now is... Kid or not guilty. That's my only priority.
It wasn't me. I'm begging you, please believe me. I didn't kill Juan. Help, please. Someone, help me.
Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. The court can't continue on like this, therefore I'd like to hear what you intend to do. What I intend to do? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to say? Right. I'd suggest you think very carefully about this. Think about what this witness did, and what she did not do. And think about who is the real mastermind behind this crime. Who the real mastermind? Isn't that obvious? There's no one else it could be except this woman crying over there, right?
Come on now. What will you do? What kind of man are you, Mr. Phoenix Wright?
Oh god. Request not guilty verdict, force Andrews to testify. We would try to get her to testify.
Have to win a complete acquittal today. Therefore, no way around that. But
I can't bring myself to do it like this. Not when she's making a face like that.
God. Miss Andrews, I would like to know what you are really hiding. Mr. Wright, are you sure you know what you're doing? Sure, Mr. Arngard would get an acquittal, but in his place, you would be found guilty. Is this how you really want this trial to end? Be quiet. How dare you? You're trying to trick me. That's enough. I command you for trying, Mr. Edgeworth. However, it is clear that the defense theory is the truth. You're wrong. What a shame. I had hoped things wouldn't come to this. However... What is it, Mr. Edgeworth? Miss Andrews, since you absolutely refuse to testify, it falls on my shoulders to disclose this to the court.
Oh god, what are you doing, Miles?
Stop. Mr. Edgeworth. This witness, how should I put this? She has an illness. What? And because of this illness, she has tried to commit game over in the past.
There it is. No, great.
Stop. Please stop. No matter how much you want to hide it, it's no use. I have the evidence right here. That's the second part of this. The game over report. The attempted game over report. What will you do now, witness? You know what I am about to do, don't you? I will now reveal to the court the true nature of the pitiful woman known as Adrian Andrews.
The secret of her dependent nature. Having other people know about it scares her more than anything else in the world.
Please stop. I beg you. If people find out, I'll...
Oh god.
If you're going to say you would choose death, that is of no concern to me.
Edgeworth, how can you be so cold?
However, before you...
I'm not saying that.
I will put the truth from your still breathing lips. No matter what I have to do.
This is...
So, will you tell the court yourself, or shall I? Either is fine with me. I'll talk, but please help me.
I still like Miles, but there might be a reason he's doing this. There might be a reason he's doing this, you know?
Nothing matters anymore.
Oop. Oop, 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 oop. My crime.
When I first saw him, I really thought he had fainted. Honest. When I realized he was dead, that was when I formulated my plan. Once I made sure there was no one in the hallway, I made a dash back to Matt's room.
Excuse me.
And then I stabbed Juan's dead body with the knife and ripped off the button. Just when I finished and was returning to Matt's room, I had a bit of an inconvenience. And that's why I ended up using the nickel samurai costume.
Yeah.
Okay. Stab the body with the knife? But why would you do that? Isn't it obvious? To pin the blame on a certain person. A certain cowardly man.
What do you mean by all of this? It might take this court a little while to understand, but... She is. This is the truth.
The real killer is Matt. The scumbag of a man. I'll never forgive him. He's trying to escape his guilt again, just like last time.
Huh? What? Last time? So, Miss Andrews stabbed the victim Juan Carita in the chest with the knife. However, she didn't do it with murder in mind. Oh, Lord. She did it with the intent of framing Matt on guard for the murder. Oh God, this is getting more crazy! And this is her crime. What in the world? What? How is this possible? I mean, wasn't Miss Andrews supposed to be the real murderer? Mr. Wright, please get over your shock and commence the cross-examination. Oh, Lord. Godly. My crime.
When I first saw...
Yeah, the whole thing again. Whoops, I didn't need to read it. I don't need to read it. Blah, blah. I only do it once. I should not read it again like that. So she says So she really honestly thought he was fainted. Let's try this first. But you could tell from the state the room was in that there must have been a fight. Are you telling the truth when you said that you did not know he was dead?
He had a scarf tied around his neck. But that scarf is a part of the Jammin' Ninja's costume, so... I didn't think anything about it was strange. His head was also tilted down a bit, so I couldn't see his face that well. That's why I thought I'd wake him up, and went to pour the juice.
My question is, what is the plan? This whole case is just going crazy. There's too much that's been happening. Too much. My God. My God. What is this plan you had?
I knew right away the murderer was Matt. I knew because one, he was going to expose Mac's weakest point to the world. So Matt did this to stop Juan and silence him for good. That's when I thought I should forge some evidence and pin this crime on Matt.
So the forged piece of evidence were the knife and the button?
The first thing that came to mind was to plant the knife.
Golly, this is just crazy. This is just going crazy. My God. That was so you could get the knife, correct?
The knife Matt used at dinner had his fingerprints all over it. I thought if I used that, then the police would certainly turn their eyes towards him. Matt was napping with his costume on at the time. I slipped in, took the knife and returned to the scene of the crime.
This is just killing me. My brain is just getting mushed with all stuff that's happening. I'm just getting mushed. Golly. So, you were the one that stabbed the victim with that knife.
It gives me goosebumps to think about it now. What a horrible thing I did. But at the time, I couldn't control my own body. It moved on its own. Then, when I stabbed Juan's dead body, I suddenly realized something. If I used the button, somehow I could make Matt look even more suspect.
So you thought to rip one of the buttons off, and then plant it in Mr. Ongar's hakama.
Yes, that's what I had to plan to do. But things never go that smoothly, do they?
A bit of an inconvenience. I mean it in a funny. I mean it in a. I'm trying to get it all. I'm trying, but it's just crazy. All the stuff is just causing my brain to go crazy. An inconvenience.
There was a woman with a camera at the ready, loitering in the hallway.
I'm willing to bet my spikes it was Lotta.
There was also a woman with a ray gun at the ready, pacing back and forth.
Both Lotta and Old Bag were just waiting. That's Miss Old Bag for you.
I had already been caught and made into a big scoop for a certain weak tabloid once.
Oh god. This is killing me.
So I couldn't very well go out looking like myself and get caught again.
So that's why she used the costume. Let's try this.
You were the one who prepared that costume, weren't you? Yes, I took it from Global Studios. I also put it into Juan's guitar case the day before the awards ceremony. You did this in preparation for the press conference, correct? Yes, Juan wanted to wear that costume and hold a press conference in it. He was going to disclose Matt's biggest secret there. And what is this secret? I don't know.
That's for sure she did thought ahead.
Anyway, I thought that if I were to leave Juan's room in the Nickel Samurai costume, then people would think that Matt was the real murderer. I was very careful not to leave any fingerprints when I opened the guitar case. I absolutely did not want anyone to know about the costume. I think we've heard enough. So, after that you went back to Mr. On-Guard's room and planted the button. Into Matt's Hakama, yes. After that I folded up the costume I was wearing and put it into a bag. Then I snuck it out of the hotel and got rid of it. My word! What does this all mean? Mr. Edgeworth, is it? The real criminal is Matt On-Guard. Yesterday, that woman prosecutor sat me down for a talk. Francisca, huh? She said that I should, under no circumstances, confess to what I had done. That is, if I just keep quiet, then Matt would be found guilty for sure. I had no choice but to believe in her words. What this witness has done is clearly unlawful. However, as long as her testimony stands, we can be certain she is not the real killer. But wait, Your Honor. The defense still... Right. It's pointless. At this point in time, it is not possible to indict Miss Andrews on anything. Yes, exactly. There isn't a single piece of evidence that points to her as the murderer. The cross-examination of this witness is over, and so is today's trial.
No, come on.
You couldn't establish that the witness was the culprit. Please let it go, Mr. Wright. But... Mr. Edgeworth, please place Miss Andrews under arrest for further questioning. Understood, Your Honor. The prosecution will arrange for her detention immediately. That is all. Court is adjourned for today.
No, game over? No. Today's trial, it's over. I didn't win an acquittal.
This is a new sprite to see on Phoenix. Witness, would you mind if I ask you something? Edgeworth. What is it? Before you leave court today, I wonder if I might look at one thing. The card in your hand. It had my interest for quite some time now. What exactly is it? Oh, this? Mr. White also asked about this.
This card again!
Although I didn't remember it at the time you asked me about it, Mr. Wright. I remembered just now. I found this in the room on that day. The room? That day? Yes. I found this card when I discovered Juan's body. It was lying there right next to him. You found that card next to the victim's body? I suppose I must have unconsciously slipped it into my pocket. But it's not as if this card has any relevance to Juan's murder, right? Yeah, I guess not, but it's still a strange card if you ask me. But as far as a clue to this case, I don't see why. Hold it. Witness, that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Edgeworth? Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet invertedly done? I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. I didn't mean to. What is this all about? I've never seen Edgeworth so emotional before. Lovely. That card. What in the world is it? And what does it mean? Lord of mercy. There's still more. My god. There is still more. Anyways, before I continue, I'm going to take a BRB break. My head is needing it for a little bit. But also, if people need to go get a snack and stuff, so please, make sure you all go get yourself a break, because, my lord, like, if you need to use the restroom and stuff, so we'll be back to continue after the break. Goodness.
Alright, I am back, sorry. I have returned. You'll be hearing me chomp a little bit. I am just nomming on a snack. Hooey! This has been a doozy so far. It has been such a doozy so far with this gosh darn case. Because there is so much that I'm like, what are we missing now? What is happening? So many twists and turns. That I'm like, oh my god. There's so much else we gotta figure out. Lord of mercy me. Alright, we're back at the office. Oh, Pearl. I feel bad.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Oh, poor Pearls.
There, Pearls.
I can't take it anymore!
Sorry, Pearls. Oh, I want to hug her.
Look, it'll be alright. Everything may still work out.
I know.
The condition was that we had to get a not guilty verdict. And so far, the kidnapper has kept his word and hasn't hurt Maya. And he won't because Mr. Engard hasn't been given a guilty sentence yet.
Oh, poor girl. Poor Pearls. Maya.
Cheer up. We don't have time to stand around crying. We have to get going.
Pearls.
You're right. Mystic Maya is in much more pain than I am.
Yes, that's right. So,
Oh, Gumshoe. I'm also worried about gosh darn Francisca. Is she okay?
hey, you guys! I'm glad I caught you, pal.
What's up, Gumshoe?
Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh boy. Looks like Detective Gumshoe has been dubbed Mr. Scruffy Detective in Pearl's books now. Our boy Gumshoe.
It's just plain old Mr. Dick Gumshoe now, and I came to talk to you, pal.
But we're kind of busy right now. What do you want? What do you want, Gumshoe?
So, what are you going to do from now on?
What do you mean, pal?
Well, you've been fired, right? So, do you have a new job lined up yet?
Oh, that?
What am I supposed to do now, pal?
I don't have anything coming in at all until my next payday.
What are you talking about? You don't have another payday.
What the? I guess that means I'm just going out to work here at your place, pal.
Say what?
You'll be searching for things that'll prove Mr. Engard's innocent all day, right?
Well, yeah.
See ya. I'm gonna help you, pal. Oh my god, Gumshoe. I've got lots of experience in investigating and watching over people's places. And I'm great at making really simple meals, pal. I'll take care of it all.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let Mr. Scruffy Detective take care of things.
Okay. By the way, what's your best dish?
Instant noodles, pal. Why am I surrounded by people who only eat cheap, unhealthy food? Edgeworth. The fact that our guy is complaining about his food is just so funny. My god. My god. That was the first time I've ever seen Mr. Edgeworth act like that. Never thought he'd say something like he didn't care if Miss Andrews killed... Game over. Oops, my bad.
He said that. That's horrible.
But because of him doing that, we got the truth finally.
The truth?
Miss Andrews' last testimony, I wonder if that was the truth. I'll give you that there was nothing strange in her testimony itself. But I still think there's something fundamentally wrong with the whole thing. You mean about that thing, pal? Why would she want to, almost need to frame Mr. Enguarde? Couldn't figure that out from anything she said all day. She said all day. Then you're saying that testimony was a lie? Not a lie, per se. It just feels like there's more here than meets the eye. Or that's what Edgeworth would like us to believe.
That's a dirty trick. Even that woman prosecutor was better than that.
Franziska von Karma? Speaking of Miss von Karma, do you have any more information on her condition? Wasn't she shot this morning? Franziska. Miss von Karma was shot today on the way to the trial by a pistol, pal! But she's going to be fine, right? I mean, Edward said she was in stable condition, but... Well, she was shot in the shoulder, so she's okay and still hanging in there. They should be done taking the bullet out, so she's probably resting at the hospital. I'm questioning that. She may be a mean girl, but I still care. I still care. You know? I still care, regardless. Even though Franziska has been a jerk and rude and stuff and her personality, I still care. I don't think she deserved to get shot, regardless. Which one? What? Are you going to visit her, pal? No. Well, I kind of think about it. Hey, you've actually got it hard, don't you? She looks like she's been tortured to death not being able to go to the trial today. So maybe it'd be good for her if you went and let her whip you for a bit, pal.
Let's go. Let's go let her whip us, Mr. Nick.
Oh my god, Pearl, don't say that, Pearl! No, Pearl! No, I'm definitely not going. Let's see, the name of the hospital. Oh yeah, the Hardy Clinic. Oh, not that place again! Not that place! No! That name sends a chill down my spine. Well, I guess it can't hurt to stop by and say hi. Oh, why did it gotta be that hospital? Of all things. That's true, but why did Pearl have to say it like that? She definitely just misunderstood. I really don't want to go here. But it's only to see how Franziska's doing. I don't care. Never thought I'd ever come back to this place. Yes, are you here to visit a patient? Oh, I hate this guy. Hi. Wait a second, you're... yes, I'm Dr. Hardy, ho-ho. Why are you still here? Yes, what is it? Can I help you? Can you tell me? Yes. Dr. Hardy. Oh, hi, Edgeworth. Edgeworth. Yes, I'm Dr. Hardy, ho-ho. Oh, you're the man from this morning. Yes, what is it? Director Franziska. How is Franziska von Karma? You don't need to worry. Yes, she's in good hands. Because, you see, I'm mostly taking good care of her. Yes. Oh, I hate this guy. Yes, and that surgery, it went well. Thank God for that. You have my gratitude. It looks like Edgeworth doesn't know about this. Absolutely terrified. Yes. But I understand. Yes, her opponent was a gun after all, When it's real secret like she would scream real loud. Yes. I see. Oh, but she's real cute too. Okay. I am not reading most of this. I was not reading that part, which was cringing me. Oh, did I cry? Oh god, I don't care about the whip part. Oh, there she is. Francisca! Yes! Finally! She's okay! I can talk to her!
Get back to your room.
You're mean, huh? So mean, my frisky Friska. But that's good too. No, I'm not saying. Okay, hi, yes. It's time for my IV drops, yes. Hi, Francisca.
And what are those tulips doing in your hands, Mr. Phoenix, right?
I knew I shouldn't have come here. Hey. Golly. The shooting.
I was shot in front of the courthouse in my right shoulder. But it's no big deal. This sort of thing happens all the time. I even had the full intention of running the trail this morning.
But that would have been too much for you.
There's no need to act tough in front of us, you know. Regardless, I was dragged here by that man over there. He was so unyielding, one has to wonder if he was simply interested in stealing my case.
It was the only logical course of action, given the bullet was still lodged in your shoulder. Wait. I mean, yeah, Biggie, also, can I just say something that's very much connected? Wasn't Von Karma also shot in the right shoulder? Her father was shot in the right shoulder too? But completely different? Am I right? So isn't it kind of isn't it kind of cool, the connection there? Because if on Karma, her father was shot in the shoulder, she gets shot in the shoulder, but completely different. Oh my god. I mean, compared to Von Karma, her father, it's still stuck in his shoulder. Hers got out of her shoulder, I guess. Because she went to surgery, so that's the only difference. By taking over the case. I found myself having to clean up after you, and that irresponsible deal you made. I think I know what deal he's referring to. The deal. Miss Von Karma, you made a deal with Miss Andrews yesterday, didn't you?
I don't know what you mean.
In order to make sure you got your guilty verdict on Mr. Engard, you told Miss Andrews not to testify in court today.
I don't know what you're talking about. Do you have proof that I made such a deal?
You're denying it?
It looks like you were lucky, Mr. Phoenix, right? If I had been in court today, this trial would already be over.
All while hiding Miss Andrews' own crime.
That isn't my problem, whether she had tampered with the evidence or not. I have only one objective, to find Engard guilty of murder. The end justifies the means, Mr. Phoenix, right? The end justifies the means.
Miss Von Karma, Adrian Andrews believed you when you said, don't tell the truth of what really happened and Engard will be found guilty.
And what does that have to do with me?
Because of that, she's now in danger of being found guilty herself. All because she believed in your words until the very end.
That still has nothing to do with me. She's just a weak person, that's all.
But you had to know she was... Ow! Yeah, true. But here's also the other difference with the whole... with that whole thing as well. She was shot by some rando that she doesn't know for some reason. Edward didn't mean to have... Here's the thing. Edward, when he was a kid, didn't mean to have that happen to Von Karma at all. It was an accident that it happened. Hers was obviously did for something else. There's the only difference in that, too, as well, because I feel like with Francisca, hers was obviously for... Her shooting was... and when she got the bullet in her shoulder was a different situation compared to what her father's is in the way. So there is that as well, if you take in consideration with the little differences. as well, but still. It's still kind of like, I still like that connection, though. I still like that connection. I just had to say it. I just have to.
I think visiting hours here are about over. So, if you'll excuse me.
No, really? Ooh, that'll be interesting.
What's wrong? Why did Sunny cut you off?
Probably because she thinks I had the advantage in that argument. Hi, Miles.
Edgeworth.
Why are you looking at me like that?
Today's trial. What happened today at the trial, Edgeworth? That was not like you at all. I mean, I know you knew about Miss Andrews' condition. You could have made her testify as many times as you wanted, but to go that far? But she wouldn't testify about that until I said something. Listen, right. The courtroom is a garden of judgment.
Ooh, yeah.
I am putting myself on the line when I stand in there. And that's why I made the witness do the same. It's only natural.
Adrian's card.
By the way, Edgeworth, you were really angry in the court today. That's rare for you. Witness, that card. Give it to me. Hurry. Do you have any idea what you have stupidly yet inadvertently done? Yes. I can't believe you hid this from me all this time. That card. What in the world is it? You mean this? Listen, right. This is top secret information. You absolutely cannot leak this.
What do you mean? I can't leak this.
The Special Investigation Team has existed for a number of years, but few know it. I understand. Their task is to find the owner of this card. A man called Shelly the Killer.
Oh, that makes sense why it's a shell now. Shelly the Killer.
And just as his name states, he is a killer, an assassin, the best at that.
An assassin? Picture card added to the courtroom. Great. Love that. Good to know. Assassin. Let's see what he's got to say about that.
So, who is this Shelly the Killer? The Killer is the name of a long-standing line of assassins.
Outstanding.
The name first appeared about 100 years ago, I hear. Shelly is the professional name of the third heir to the Killer name. So because of his profession name is Shelly, he leaves cards with a shell on them? He has a habit of making sure to leave a card by the bodies of his victims.
Why would he do something like that?
We think it's part of his duty to his clients. His duty? If he leaves a card, then his clients can be sure it was he who killed the victim. It also serves as insurance against any charges being pushed onto his client. I see. The killer values the trust between his clients and himself above all else. It seems that this one is horrible, honorable assassin within a moral conscience.
Excuse me. I guess as even honorable assassins can't exist.
So, you think this assassin, you think he's the one who did the killing in this case? It would appear that way. The discovery of the card basically confirms it, wouldn't you agree?
Shelly the Killer. Huh. Maya's situation!
I noticed something at the trial today. You were behaving in a very strange manner. Is something the matter?
I guess I should just tell him.
Maya, she has been kidnapped. Kidnapped? What does the kidnapper want? An acquittal. I see. I had no idea.
Now we will know! I will prepare a rescue team as soon as possible and resolve this by tomorrow. Edgeworth? What?
Really? Did you hear that, Mr. Nick? Mr. Everett's going to...
Stop trying to console me, Edgeworth. I don't need your pity.
Mr. Nick!
There's no way you can find her. We don't even have a single lead to go on. There's only one way to save her. I have to get an acquittal somehow. That's the only way. Right. Listen, you need to know something. Juan Carrito was killed by Shelly the Killer. And the client who ordered the job is Matt Ongard, your own client. Are you serious? Oh my god. Oh my god. Why is this? Oh god, craziness. Please, stop. I can't listen to you. I can't believe that. I see. Well, if you want to continue your investigation, you will need this.
What is it?
The hotel right now is restricted to police personnel only, as we are looking for any clues that might lead us to Shelly the Killer. But if you take this with you to the hotel, I'm sure they'll let you enter. Thanks, I guess? In any case, I must attend to preparation for Maya's rescue team. We'll meet again if anything should happen. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Mr. Nick! Do you think Mr. Ongard hired an assassin?
No way! I mean, he doesn't have a psyche lock.
Yeah, I guess not.
Maya. Please, all I ask is you make it home safe and sound. They are keeping me on my toes! This is literally keeping me on my toes! It's on my toes, there's so much going on, it's keeping me on my toes!
I guess even kidnappers can be a little clumsy. Clumsy enough to drop a card like this for me. And even though he said he was an assassin, I bet he's just making that up, like how Nick does with everything in court. Anyway, let's try out the card trick with this card I just found.
Yep, we did this last time.
Sounds like I got the door open. Okay, time to take a look around.
Oh, great. This is interesting. We're playing as Maya, so this is new. This be new. This be new. This be new. Okay, question mark location.
What is this place? I've got a feeling I'm not in the hotel anymore. Are those videos of it? Well, I'll worry about that later. For now, I should be looking for clues. That way, I can show them to Sis and maybe get out of here.
Okay. What's with the bear? There's a bear here.
That's weird. What's a figurine doing on a sofa in a place like this? I think it's a bear? Aw, how cute. But it's got a lot of cuts and slits on it. I wonder if it's some kind of puzzle or something.
Okay. There's a picture. Wait. What the? That's Celeste. What is this picture of Celeste Impacts doing here?
There's a framed picture sitting on this coffee table. It's a picture of a woman. She's kind of pretty. Hey, looks like something's written on here. Let's see. I think it says, with love, Celeste? I bet this could be a clue.
Weird. Interesting. What's this thing here? Why is this a random satellite dish in here? Yeah, she doesn't know who she is, but we do. Hold on, before I continue reading this, why is there a small satellite dish in this room? Wouldn't the satellite dish be outside? Why is it a standing satellite dish in a freaking room? Excuse me? Why is there a satellite dish? It don't make sense to me. It don't make sense. This is weirding me out, that's all. My god, it's so weird.
What is this thing? An antenna? I guess. This is a VCR? There are a lot of electronic gadgets here. But what is an antenna doing here?
I question that too, Maya. What the frick?
What in the freak?
There's a computer.
Locked, of course. And it doesn't look like I can use the card to open this door. There's a little hole at the bottom of the door. If only I was a little skinnier, then maybe I'd be able to crawl through there.
No, this will simply not do. I cannot have you wandering around at will.
Bye!
It seems that your Mr. Wright is truly concerned about you.
He is?
For now, I would suggest you remain cooperative. If you cannot, there are ways in which I can help you.
Ways? You mean...
Dead men tell no tales, is how the saying goes, correct?
Is this oh my god, more DeKiller. I forgot this is DeKiller. Hi, DeKiller.
Dead?
I'm almost certain I told you in our first meeting. I'm an assassin.
No, wait, you're lying. I mean, an assassin?
People are not always who they appear to be.
Nick!
That is the worst scream of Nick ever I've ever done. I apologize. We're still at the clinic.
Mr. Nick?
Oh, yes, pearls.
Got caught up in my thoughts about Maya's situation.
Mr. Edward has left, you know?
I guess for now I have no choice but to believe in Mr. Edgeworth. I mean, Mr. Onguard. Excuse me, not Edgeworth. Blech, wrong person. They both start with an E. I know. But I think I should listen to his story one more time.
Alright, let's get going too.
Okay.
Bro, you have no idea. Hi, Gumshoe. Excuse us, Gumshoe. No, I'm sorry, but visiting hours are over for today.
Aww.
I have too many questions I need to ask.
I'm sorry, but I'm Phoenix Wright, a lawyer for one of the... You're Mr. Wright, you say? No, yeah. There's a message here for you. The message?
What? Why is there a message?
It's from Matt Onguard. No, here you are.
What did he write? Is it something really important?
I don't know. Well, let's see what it has to say. To Mr. Lawyer Dude, I've got something really important to tell you.
Why do I feel uneasy all of a sudden?
Oh, Mr. Wright. So, actually, I have a favor to ask of you. I have this cat named Shu. I didn't put a lot of thought of food when I left the house, so he's probably pretty hungry. You think you could drop by my house and feed Shu for me, dude?
Yeah, it's kind of just me I don't know why I speed read now. It's too... Why am I like that? I don't get it. My house is just a little ways down from the hotel. We're alright? Why are we going to feed his cat for him? This is...
This is terrible. Let's hurry. We have to feed this cat.
I love cats, but why... I was thinking... When I think of shoe, I think of that type of shoe almost, but in a different way. I'm thinking in a different way. You know... I think of a different name. There are so many people that are named Shu. Every time I think about it. I'm... and whatnot, so I kind of get the point. I kind of see what you mean by that, too, yeah.
I'm sure poor Shu's stomach is growling by now.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, but it kind of feels like that. Client's request is a request. Guess I should go check on his cat. Oh, lordy. Before we check on his cat... let's see. I think we gotta leave. Hi, Gumshoe. We're not in the mood right now. We have other things important before we go. Okay.
Not right now, Mr. Nick. Let's look for clues. We have to, for Mystic Maya's sake.
My god, Pearl. We're trying, man. You shall not pass. Hi, old bag. Miss Old Bag.
How dare violate my name and turn it into a grass, you spiky head pettifogger?
That is a weird name.
Because of you, I've been made to look like a bad guy again. Although I did get a piece of gum for Edgy Boy, just as he promised, but
Oh god.
I wanted Edgy Boo's heart.
Oh my god.
It's all your fault.
Oh god. There she is again. Going at me.
Miss Old Bag? Keep your hands off me. This helmet is airtight. No air gets in and no air gets out.
Then why do you keep putting it on?
Don't think you can get me to move with silly questions. You are going to have to defeat me if you want to get by.
I'm not hearing this. God darn you, old bag! I'm not in the mood! We are not in the mood, old bag! On Guard's mansion living room. Sure is dark.
I'll go turn on the light.
Why is there a motorcycle hanging? Well, so this is what a star's house looks like? It must be nice to be rich.
Come on, Mr. Nick. Let's find Sue the kitty cat.
I love cats.
Sue.
Sorry. So I guess this is Shu?
Oh, look at its little face. Oh, its little face.
I love cats. I love cats! Sorry. I'm gonna go crazy. Oh my god. Goodness.
Yeah, what a lovely cat. Hello, Sue.
The cat seems to like pearls. Yay! Oh my god. Pardon me. Oh my hello, why are you here? Golly. This guy again. May I help you with something, mister? Oh, we're lawyers. Actually, I'm Mr. On-Guard's lawyer. The Masters. Then you must be Mr. Right. Yes. Oh, it is a pleasure to meet your wonderful self. I am the family butler, John Doe. Is that supposed to be a pun? Because no one knows? Sometimes when people have died, they always call them a John Doe or a Jane Doe. Because that's what I'm getting the feeling of from here. We don't really know you, so that's why. Nice to meet you.
love the cat.
Oh my god. But I feel like I've seen this guy before so many times. We already feel like I have a feeling who he is, but I'm not gonna say. You must know all sorts of things about Mr. Ungart, right? Honestly, sir, I don't believe my master is capable of such a fool deed as murder. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the master or his affairs. How typical butler-like, as it were. John Doe. Mr. Doe, how long have you served at this residence? Well, sir, I would have to say maybe about 1 year. And, anything else? No, not especially. It's not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of himself and his affairs.
Well, because when I think John Doe, I'm always thinking because people who've died and they don't know who they are, they typically gave them the name John Doe, John or Jane Doe, that kind of thing. That reference, maybe. Ooh. That was a car. I don't know if it's a pun, but it's like, the reason I'm calling him, I feel like the reason is, we don't really know who this guy is. So, like, he's a John Doe to us. Like, anytime there's been a murder case and the murder victim, you don't know who it is, they always give them the name John Doe or Jane Doe. That's what it feels like with this butler. I think. You know, I would have thought Mr. Ungard the kind to have a maid over a butler.
That's a very cute cat you got here. It is my duty to take care of him. The master's rather fancy shoe. And, anything else? No, not especially. It is not appropriate for a lowly servant to speak of the family cat.
Well, then I guess I don't need this piece of scrap paper anymore. Why do we... Matt's note crumpled into a ball and thrown away.
Well, I'm afraid I must take my leave of you now. Oh, we should probably get going ourselves. Ah, so young and yet already accomplished. A master of law. But there is also a lot to be proud of in being a butler, in charge of the house and all. Thank you for the compliment, sir. People are not always who they appear to be. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh god, it's raining. Pop up. Oh dear. Pop up. You know it's the rain time. Oh dear me. Pop up. Hi, sweet pea. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, because it's storming now. You're terrified. Oh dear. No, dear me. Oh, hi, sweet boy. Hold on. I'm gonna have to BRB real quick just to help the pup real quick or get him to a safe spot. It's storming again. It's storming, so he's now already starting his panic attack, so I'm gonna have to handle him real quick as best as I can. Be right back for this.
Alright, I'm back, sorry. So far it's stopped raining, but he's still freaking out a bit. So I'm trying my best to handle him because my sister had to go do something, so I'm the only one that has to help out with the house. So I was trying to do something real quick to clean up. I was trying to clean up something. I had to clean up something he had made a mistake. He did a mistake thing that I needed to clean up and whatnot, so I was trying to do that. So don't mind. He's gonna be in here with me, hopefully. I've been trying to get him to chill and eat his calming chews, so yeah. So hopefully it'll not be like that the whole time. I still want to investigate more of this house, but from what it seems like, we can't, though. Hi, Miss Old Bag. Looks like we gotta talk with her. Night of the murder, today's trial, the victim.
Ouch. Pup is trying to get in the chair with me.
So, not that ray gun again. Stop with the ray gun. Pup-Up's in the chair with me now, so he's gonna be sitting here.
You're a million light years too early to be asking me questions, whippersnapper.
Looks like that's the only way I'm going to get any investigation done. To first do something about this kooky alien. Oh god. Hold on. If I can't ask her anything, then I gotta present. The thing we got from Edgeworth, maybe. Maybe because we got this from Edgeworth, so this could be handled. This could help us, I believe. Oop. Goodness. Maybe if I show her this letter I got from Edgeworth. Miss Oldbag, if you would look at...
What? You want me to look at this worthless piece of... Angie poo!
Is that her perfume? Pheromone d'amour I smell? Ugh.
Oh, bud. Oh, bud. Sit down. Sit down. Sit down. I can't play when you're this close.
A little bit.
Let's see here. Would you please allow this unsophisticated young person to conduct his investigation? Yours truly, Miles Edgeworth.
Oh my god. Yours truly.
That man's good at flattery. But only because Edgy Poo said so. You understand? Oh, bud. No. You need to, please. You need to sit still, bud. I am already here. Why do you need to be on top of me? You cannot always be on top of me. You hurt me with your nails because you need to get your nails trimmed. You need your nails trimmed.
Goodness. Letter of introduction given to Miss Oldbag. Oh my goodness. I am trying my best with... I'm trying my best with Alfred, our boy. He just doesn't... He's always had this anxiety, so I'm just like... It's so severe, I think. I'm trying not to end stream early because of this. Yes, that's true. I can investigate in.
I just thought of something I have to do. Remember, no messing around. You do anything bad and I won't let you off the hook.
Thanks, old bag.
Looks like she's strong feelings for Mr. Edgeworth.
That may be, but you know nothing's going to come of it.
That's so mean, Mr. Nick. Feelings are meant to be told and shared.
Oh. Every time we talk about love, I always end up with a handprint on my face somehow.
Ooh, bud. Oh, bud. I know.
You're okay. So, anyways, let's continue our investigation.
Okay.
Oh god. Why the rain gun is always with this girl? What now?
One little thing before I forget. You can't go into Angar's room today. My! The police main investigation team is going to be in there all day, you hear?
I wondered if they're really the team in charge of the investigating the killer.
So don't go in there. Set one foot in there and you'll face the wrath of flat in the old bag. Okay. Now, folks, will you please sit down? Or do I need to go get another chair? Do I need to go get another chair? One for you, one for me? Is that it, Bye-bye. You're drooling a lot, though. Goodness, why do you drool so much when you do this? You want to go down? Come on, bud. Let's get you down. I'm trying to maneuver. I need to move. Thank goodness.
Oh god, I can't even move the chair when he's making this harder for me. I'm trying to get out of the chair real quick so that I can maneuver and fix things. Because he's in the chair with me and I feel like he's not going to be able to sit or stay properly in the chair. But we are two people. We cannot fit in this chair at once.
Can you please get down? Can you please get down?
Please don't be drooling on the keyboard.
Please get down, sweet pea.
I can't even get up. I'm literally stuck in a position. He's standing in the chair and I'm sitting in the chair. I'm like literally pushed to one side of my chair because he wants to stand on top of me. So he's like taking up most of the chair and I'm like, do I need to get another chair?
Sweet pea, please. I can't. Please, sweet pea. Oh god. Please, Bud.
Oh god. And then when I get out of the chair, and when I get out, he gets out. Oh my god, what am I gonna do with you, sweet pea? Sweet pea. Sweet pea. Honey bunches, I know you're not liking this. I know it's storming, but it's stopped now for a little bit. It should have stopped. Yeah, it stopped. You don't need to be frightened anymore. Unless you're still feeling the pressure. Are you still feeling the pressure? Is that why? Please. I need him to sit down. I'm trying to get him to sit down without sitting in the same spot I am, but he's going to end up doing that anyways, because that's his comfort. That's his comfort thing. I'm trying to figure this out. Goodness. Lord of mercy. Do I need another chair for you, bud, so you can sit down? Or are you just gonna always get in my chair? Because I'm betting that's gonna be the case. No. You're sitting down, sweet pea. Sorry if I'm struggling right now. It's because he just doesn't want to settle down. That is my only problem. That is my only problem. Excuse me. Let's move out of here. Let's go to the hall.
Oh, you bumped your head. Don't bump your head. Oh, he's getting back in the chair.
Just when I think I have a good spot ready so I can play normally, this happens again. Goodness. Okay, we're back here. It looks like we're the only ones here.
And yet, the hotel seems still busy somehow. But, oh god.
Okay. Goodness, bud. Probably because the police team is securing for clues about the killer. Let's move. Let's get to the hallway, I guess. Alright, we're in the hallway where the victims' rooms are. Well, one victim is actually, not two.
Hey, city boy.
Oh, hi, Lotta. What's up? Lotta, you're still here?
Rain course. An investigative photographer eats or starves on her ability to snap up the shot, yeah. And this hotel just has the aura of mystery. You know, like something always about to happen. But do you have a camera? Right, get it? Photographer gotta have cameras out the ears like corn to be real pro, you know? So I'm hanging around here.
She's basically saying she doesn't.
Speaking of cameras and feeding them out, do you have mine, you bearded thief?
But why can't you drop that thief thing already? Golly. Why are we considered the thief? Night of the murder, scandal, camera. Let's do Night of the Murder.
I want to ask you about the night of the murder.
What? You really gonna shell out the buck for the info I got?
Lotta, you were loitering in this hallway the night of the murder, were you not?
Well, kinda, but...
Brace yourself, Phoenix. Here it comes.
Oh god.
I didn't exactly hang around here the entire time, you know? Followed a few stars around.
Oh my god.
Got a few autographs, shook a few hands, and had a soda pop with a few of them too.
My god, she's a photographer, yet she gets to do all this? What in the heck, Lotta? Lotta. Looks like she wasn't here the entire time that night.
The security lady also wasn't in this hallway the whole time either.
I guess this means there's no one who can tell us who came and went that night. True, she's lucky. Lucky.
So, about the note that was inside your camera case?
Oh, that ditty I wrote?
Yeah. Can I believe what you've written?
You mean the stuff about on guard shoving his manager lady under Karita?
Yeah.
Well, I reckon you best not be believing that.
What?
Oh my god, Pup, if you're wanting your leg up, this is why you can't be in the same chair with me, because you won't settle down.
What?
Look, I thought I wrote that on a whim, you know? Writing whatever came to mind. Whatever came to mind? Yeah. When you get down to it, it's just a lot of random bulldozer.
Oh my god, I was about to say something. I thought I was gonna say something else. My god.
Hey, what's with y'all? Why you staring at me like my grandpa used to? Hey, why do you look like you suddenly got older too? Why am I just shrinking here?
Camera. I know, he is just... he's literally sitting on top of me. He feels comfortable this way if he can sit on top of me. He is literally not happy. And it's obviously because it's stormed, but it's stopped, but he feels the pressure, so he's like, I need to be in I need safety. So I'm just trying my best to handle him and play at the same time, so I'm struggling. I am in a struggle bus right now, sorry. Sweet pea, I know. Come on, you could have eaten your chews and could have been better. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. I know you want to sit on me and also be in the chair with me because it makes you comfortable, but please. Please, sweet pea. Sweet pea. Like, I'm trying my hardest here. I am literally trying my hardest. My baby! My 1,600 baby, I think, or 1,000. I don't know how to say it anymore. I just can't right now. What's with that red coat prosecutor anyway? Or anyhow, the guy told me it was evidence and refused to give it back to me.
Well, that's kind of how it is.
Hey, you're that red coat friend, aren't you? So put in a few good words for me and get me back my camera.
You want me to do what? Listen,
Listen, now you got real good about 5 hours and I guarantee you'll give it back.
why don't you do your own dirty work?
Well, I reckon it's time for me to get going. Tabloid photographer without a camera is just a tabloid, huh?
Yeah, I guess so.
Keep yourself together out there, you hear? I'm coming to see you in court tomorrow.
Oh god, Lotta. Yeah, true.
Okay, I'll see you then.
How do you do that, little, keep up the good work, okay? Okay. Don't be picky about your food now. Okay. And make sure you do all your homework, you hear? Okay. And if you happen to find yourself a camera, make sure you bring it right to me.
Would you please just leave already? My god. Oh god, it could be bad, yeah. It could be bad.
Oh, sweet pea.
Okay. I guess it's time to go into Karita's room. I feel like we need to go look around in Karita's room. Goodness. Let's see. Move. Let's see. Karita's hotel room. I got his hotel room. What is... Huh? Who? What? What's going on?
Mr. Nick!
Oh god. Oh god, pop up, please. What are you doing? Why are you standing? I'm getting so much of your fur on me, bud. I'm gonna have to get it off eventually. I have so much fur. He is shedding. But also because of the way he's standing, it's hurting me. Ow! This hurts. Please, bud. Oh, goodness.
Mr. Nick!
What is that otherworldly, ghastly moaning? I'm not doing the sounds. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. I just refuse to do it.
Evil ghost!
I don't think it's a ghost. Maybe it's a demon? Oh my god. Old bag! What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here, old bag? Please! Come on, by God. Old bag.
Excuse me, what's who you calling a demon, boy?
Oh god. Zoinks. It's the alien. Scooby-Doo! Scooby-Doo! Sorry. Scooby-Doo reference with the zoinks. Scooby-Doo's reference with the zoinks. Sorry. I had to. I had to say it. Okay, bud. I feel like I need to fix my positioning. This is starting to hurt. I need you to get off for a second. You're hurting me, bud. Can you please get off me for a while, bud? I need you to... Do you want me to cover your ears with my headphones? Would that be good for you, bud? Would that help you or something? Should I get you some noise-canceling headphones so you don't have to hear the storms, bud? I'm just trying to get him off me for a bit because he's been sitting on me this whole time and it's been hurting me. Yes! Scooby-Doo! I love that show. That was classic growing up for me. Baba, do you want to go somewhere else? Let's go down. Get down. Let's go. Ow, ow, ow. Lord, let's get you out of here for a second, bud. I need to get a towel, too. I'm gonna try to be right back as fast as I can because... Booby. Booby. My bad. Alright, I'm back. I got it quick. I just need to wipe up some of the drool that Pup-Up's been doing. I'm trying to clean up his drool and whatnot, because it is a mess. He's drooling a lot. I'm not in the mood right now, so trying to do that. Goodness. There we go. And hoping he will sit down this time is my hope. But my question is, why is Old Bag in here still? Why did we first see... We saw her before and then we see her again. What in the world?
Who are you calling an alien?
Goodness. Hi, Old Bag. Oh, it's just you, Miss Old Bag. What are you doing here?
What is wrong with youngins today? I came down here to pay my respects to my poor one, and you're disturbing me.
Okay. What are you on about? My god, why are you like this, Old Bag? Why are you like this, Old Bag? This is ridiculous. She was just killing me in the way of, please, you're making me go crazy, girl. Goodness me. Night of the murder. Please talk to me about the night of the murder. Just one more time.
Talked about it plenty at the trial. I was fooled, tricked, deceived by the fraud of a photographer at her note. She was loitering around here with that infidelic look on her face.
I know, she's just weird, but I don't like her either much sometimes.
With that infidelic look on her face? Okay, I got it. Now, hold on a second there, you little pipsqueak. If you're going to take notes, at least make me sound better than that. No, alright.
Now I've seen everything.
But you know I was working that night too, doing my job minding my own business. So it's not like I had time to waste standing around here the whole night.
Memories of Kurita, I guess. I was wondering if you could tell me a bit about Mr. Kurita.
He was the most popular star, you know, especially when it counts in my book.
But I heard that he was lagging behind the polls against Mr. Ungard.
That's just a recent thing. Bad luck and all, you know. But he was going to become even bigger star than he used to be. Just look at this mountain of presents.
That's a lot of bears.
It's a show of the mountain of feelings all his hands had for him.
Why the bears, though, is my question. So many bears. Yeah, the mountain is pretty big and certainly nothing to shake a stick at.
Mr. Dick,
What is it, Pearls?
the presents, they're all bears, right?
She's got a point. There isn't a single thing here that isn't a bear. Presents. All of Mr. Kurita's presents from his fans seem to be bears.
Oh, that's because you can't think of one without thinking about bears.
Huh?
Bears? Why bears? You don't know. When my dear one was training, he fought barehanded with a bear.
What? Barehanded fought a bear barehanded. What? What? I am confused.
He refused to give in and let the bear win, but after the fight, they became friends. Wow, what a heartwarming story. Look, it's just like in those young people's dreams. I can see those two tuckered out. Down by a river going, you sure can fight. You too, bud, you too.
Did it all that really happen?
It's in his biography, bud.
What a load of crock.
So ever since then, fans have been giving him bears as presents.
Yeah, nice. Bears. Whoa. Barely 8 o'clock. That creeped me out. What is that infernal racket?
It's one of the presents going off. Sounds like it's already 8 p.m. Way past your bedtime.
Ugh, that startled me. I thought I was going to die for a second.
8 p.m.? That's the time when your war ceremony ended that night, remember?
Time sure flies. Hard to believe it's been 2 days since the ceremony. Oh god! Transceiver. Hello? Hello? This is not a phone. Maya, how is Maya? You haven't heard her, have you? It seems you were not able to fulfill your end of the bargain, Mr. Attorney. I have heard the news. So it would seem my present did you no good.
No, Mr. Maya! Mr. Maya!
Oh god, I hate this guy. One more day, please. All I ask is for one more day. I'll get a not guilty verdict for sure this time, please. I mean, we are kind of desperate. We are desperate to... I suppose if I must. I need that acquittal more than anything else, after all. Please let Maya say something. I want to hear she's alright. Alright. A little... Why is there hissing? What is with the static all of a sudden? Hello? Hello? It seems... bad. Connect. Dang it. Did the transceiver suddenly just suddenly break?
Excuse me.
What the? That's weird.
What happened?
I don't know. All of a sudden it became nothing but static.
Mystic Maya. Mystic Maya.
Why did the transceiver suddenly break like that? I should probably have an electronics expert look at it. Sooner the better.
Golly. I still wish to look at this room more, but there is so much that is going on. I guess we gotta get out of the hotel for now. I mean, we can't go into the, Karita's room, so that's not a good idea to go. What about... the law office? We'll see. What you doing, Gumshoe? Goodness me, sorry. Hey, welcome back, pal! I thought I'd make you a little something for dinner.
That's nice. Thanks.
Rich man's love street full course meat out of a can, that is.
I'm sorry you went through all the trouble to cook, but I don't have that time to eat.
Goodness me. Oops, looks like you don't have a can opener, pal. You've got to be kidding. And here I thought he had already whipped up something up. Oh, I know. There's one way I know how to be helpful. Ask me about anything you want, pal. Go ahead. Well, since he's here and offering, I wonder what I should try asking him about. What about the transceiver? Because our transceiver kind of went out of nowhere. Does he know anything about transceivers? Nope. Oh, wrong button. Maybe? The transceiver?
No, Mr. Nick. You should have Mr. Scrubby Detective about that thing.
What thing?
Oh yeah, this thing just up and broke all of a sudden.
It broke, pal?
When I was talking to the kidnapper, it just suddenly broke into static. Look, it sounded like this.
I don't hear any static, pal. Huh?
Maybe it fixed itself?
That's strange. I'm sure I was making a loud static noise.
Maybe.
Maybe what?
Maybe it was electromagnetic interference, pal?
Electromagnetic interference?
What is that supposed to mean? He might have something.
What is this electromagnetic interference?
It's something that happens when a radio wave gets mixed up with another signal, pal.
Oh, when you put it that way.
I don't understand what you're talking about.
Like, for example, when a cell phone goes off next to a computer screen, the stuff on the screen gets kind of fuzzy and starts acting funny, right?
Huh? Computer?
Oh, wrong person.
It's like when you use the dryer next to the TV and the screen starts looking weird.
Oh, yes, the TV does that. Oh, so that's what you're talking about.
Pearls. Sweet Pearls. She seems to be amazingly happy at being able to understand this. So the room you were in when that interference to the transceiver happened, it's gotta be something there sending out very strong radio waves, pal. Something like, like a listening device or something. Hey, speaking of that, where were you when it happened?
We were in Mr. Karida's room. The scene of the murder?
What? That's it. I'm going to sneak into the precinct and get a bug sweeper. I'll meet you at the crime scene later. Alright, pal? Wait, Gumshoe. Oh yeah, baby, it's investigating time. I'm on fire, pal! My fingers are itching to go. When I think of I'm on fire, I'm always thinking of Hades from freaking Kingdom Hearts when he says that line. But indifferent, except for the fingers itching. Yeah! Yeah, it's just my brain thinking that.
We should be going too, Mr. Nick.
Alright, let's go. Yes, Gumshoe is being freaking reckless. But no, he does not need to be doing this. He's being darn reckless. I guess we're going back to Karita's room. What is going on? Oh, Lord of mercy. Karita's room. Hey, you're finally here, pal! Hi, Gumshoe. That was fast. Sorry to keep you waiting.
Do you have the, bug sweeper?
Well, you see... I got busted trying to sneak in, pal, and suddenly I'm staring at the precinct doors. From the outside, I mean. So yeah, I couldn't get one of the police bug sweepers. What do you mean you couldn't get one? We need that item. Hey, calm down, pal. Didn't say I didn't get one, just not the police.
Wow, so this is a bug sweeper.
When I think bug sweeper, I'm thinking something else, but oh well. It looks a little broken. Hey, this was made when I was in elementary school, pal. Oh, by who? Me, of course. Ah, seeing this sure brings me back memories. Oh, God. Oh, God, Gumshoe. Can we really trust this? Hey, don't look down on it, pal. Sure, it looks a little beaten up. But I put my heart and soul into building this puppy here.
Your heart and soul?
It'll work, trust me, pal. It'll do the job. But you can't set the sensitivity. So it's going to be beeping at anything that gives off electromagnetic waves.
But isn't it better that way?
Not, I'm just laughing. Goodness. Well, anyway, since I brought it all this way, might as well give it a whirl, right, pal? I'm getting that sinking feeling again. Okay, now I'll tell you how to use this, baby. There's a listening device or some other sort of bug hidden in this room, pal.
So we're going to find it, right?
Right, now first let's turn the sweeper on. Next, move the sweeper around to give the room a real thorough look-see, pal. The sweeper will let you know how strong of a signal it's picking up, so keep an eye on it, okay? Once you find something that gives off a lot of radio waves, press enter to lock onto it. It's a lot of things here that's going to give off radio waves. Let's take a good look at anything and everything that seems suspicious, okay, pal? Alright, I'm going to stand outside and keep an eye out. Give me a yell if you find the bug, got it, pal? Okay. That's going off real fast. for some reason, but that's just because it's a lamp. That's why. Maybe. Same thing with this. Why is this? Why did I go up here? Why is that going off? Weird. Why is the eye? I went up to the eye of this bear, and it's literally going crazy for some reason. Why is that happening? Like, why is this? Before I do that, I just want to explore the other ones because I'm just quite curious before I do that.
Well, it certainly looks like alarm clock.
What's wrong? Why do you look troubled?
I just can't imagine the listening device being inside this alarm clock. It's just, sort of reminded me of something that happened a long time ago.
Oh.
Well, anyway, it looks like the listening device isn't in here.
Yeah, I know. I just thought about how funny that is. What is going on with this eye, though? What is going on with this bear's eye? I was not gonna do the lamp because I know the lamp is... Oh, pup. Oh. Hold on, someone came home. I'm gonna quickly tell them stuff. Hold on. Hold on, I'm gonna just go let them tell. I'm gonna continue, but I'm just gonna make sure they know some stuff real quick. Hold on. Alright, I'm back. Just wanted to give an update to family members about the pup and stuff, so my apologies for that. Apologies. Anyways, I'm quite curious why this bear's eye was doing some weird stuff with whatever the thing was going off about. Because that was the weirdest thing ever. I was kind of looking around at, like, stuff, thinking it might. And whatnot, so I was just like, meh. So, let's see.
This is just a giant stuffed teddy bear, right? It's the biggest one I've ever seen.
Hey, so did you guys find it yet? The listening device, I mean?
No, not yet, but the spirit eye is...
Let's see. Alright, Gumshoe. See what you find with it. Perfectly normal stuffed bear with some real strong radio waves. Sounds like you found the device to me, pal. Let's dig this big fella's eye out and see what we got.
No, you can't! Such a violent act!
Umph. Rips.
No!
Hold on. Hold on. That's... It's a miniature camera. It looks like there's more. There's a transmitter and a timer.
Let's go, man. I'm not waiting. They're there.
Goodness. Yeah, it's weird. It's a camera. It is a camera. Oh, what emitter? Transmitter, pal.
No! Is this more of that high-tech stuff?
Okay, so I'm gonna have to BRB though. Or is it BRB? I think it's more BRB. I gotta get off for now. Because I have somewhere to go. Sorry if I had to get off. I'm getting off again for another time. I will try, if I can try to get back, I will do more of the case as a part 2 on today. If not, I will do it more another day. I need to get off. Well, I gotta go do something. I think I have to end the stream maybe for a little bit, but I could try to come back. So, I'm sorry if I'm ending soon. So, I'm going somewhere, so I'm trying to make sure of stuff, so. Yeah, make sure to check on that, because I will probably be back, so. We'll see how long it takes, but I'll be back. See ya!